Cell phone charger back there if you need one.
For sure. Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
no problem. Also, do something fun or after work today?
Yeah.
Work, yeah. Looks like winter's on its way, huh?
Yeah, 60s, getting down to the 50s, so.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to move to Mexico, man. It's way too cold for me.
Kind of used to it at this point.
Yeah, are you from here originally?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
You?
Nope, I grew up in California.
Ah.
Yeah, so I tell people I haven't acclimated. I just have snow-induced PTSD now. When it starts snowing, I just shut down. Did you live here in Rogers Park your whole life, or move around a bit more?
I moved around a bit, but I kind of grew up over here.
Oh, okay, yeah. I hear it's changed a lot. You know, like I moved here in 2021, but I hear it was a lot different. 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was much more of that going on.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
But it's come up a little bit. I think a lot of people got their acts together.
Sure. Unfortunately, gentrification does what it does.
Oh
It's,
yeah, man. Starbucks right there on Columbia and Sheridan. That was the start of it.
Oh, that was the start. Oh, well, yeah, that's the one that did it. The people said, "Uh-oh, neighborhood's about to change." Oh, man. Which is interesting. I mean, I'm all for safer neighborhoods, but like, at what cost, right? How much of people are displaced and moved because they just make the rent more unaffordable? Like, to me, that doesn't seem like the solution.
Yeah, I mean, I still see a lot of the same people I did growing up, so I'm not too sure if that has anything to do with it. But
Okay.
I will say for example, even the schools, like they started when I first went to high school over here. I had heard yeah, man, last year was crazy, and I got there, and I mean there was a bunch of they turned the school into like a magnet school. So,
okay.
meaning they brought in higher qualified teachers. You had to pay for you had to apply to the school. You couldn't just go there anymore.
Okay.
So,
Interesting. Okay.
It's that's the kind of thing they started doing.
Sure.
People that were good athletes in their elementary school, they ended up going to my high school and stuff. So I don't know. I think they just I'm not sure exactly what they did, but all the troublemakers got kicked out the year before.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. So I think I feel like the neighborhood just had enough, to be honest.
Sure. It just said, okay, we're not doing it, and we're gonna do some changes. That's really interesting about the school. I wonder about that. I guess they're kind of, like you said, they make a magnet, so we want more of this type of student to focus on, and then they kind of redistribute resources in that way.
It was there was still people from the neighborhood going there, but it was very strict on if you caused any issues, you would get kicked out. So people just started to weed themselves out.
Sure.
And it wasn't 10 people getting expelled every week. It was all right, a couple weeks go by. Oh, what happened to so and so? Oh yeah, man, you got kicked out. Went to alternative school.
Sure. Interesting.
Yeah, man.
So they kind of they put it at the alternative schools and said, okay, zero tolerance. We're going to make it quick this way, change that. That's really interesting. I had no idea that they went that route.
Yeah, a lot of schools started doing stuff like that. I mean, and then there's also the other route, which is they had an in-school counselor, who was a counselor full time. It wasn't a teacher or a coach. So it was if there was kids that were troublemaking but weren't wreaking havoc,
right?
They would go to counseling a lot. Yeah. And for one reason or another, they would end up not doing crazy stuff anymore.
Sure. Well, that goes that just makes a lot of sense. You need the resource. You need someone to be there for it. So so that, to me, that makes sense. I heard I'll relate this in a sec. So Elon Musk is I personally don't think he's very smart, but he's trying to make babies with smart people. So he has I don't know, dozen kids or something like that right now. And every woman he impregnates, he goes, well, we're going to enroll them in a private school that I've created where we test the children. We find out how they learn, what they need to know. And I fill it with teachers that teach that child so that it gives them like the best possibility of education. And to me, what that shows is, I know is going to be two things, which is one, there's going to be a bunch of kids that come out of that school that are going to be dumb as hell because their dad's Elon Musk. But two, there's going to be kids that are also going to do really, really well because they had the resources dedicated to them and educating them. And I truly believe that's just what we need. We just need resources for all the kids. If you have equal opportunity, that's when you're going to get the most out of all the potential that's there.
Absolutely. Like even now, at my job, I get a bunch of people applying that, have went to Sullivan, the school that I went to, and I'm like, you go there too, huh? Okay, all right. Yeah. Like, and not for nothing, they seem like very smart kids.
Sure.
I mean, like when I went there, it was like a good mix of people. Like you had your idiots, you had your smart kids, you had, like your different subgroups of people. But now I just see a bunch of potential college students coming out of there.
Ah, okay.
Which, like made me go back to their website and see the teachers that were there. A lot of the teachers that I went to school with, they're not there anymore. But at that point, they had pretty much retired.
Sure.
It just shows that the school has taken, the education side of it more seriously. And they do have more resources.
Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. That's good. Then, unfortunately, obviously, with property value, the school gets more money because it's like done on a percentage of the value of the homes around it. So as those go up, the schools get more money, and then it just becomes a kind of cycle that feeds itself.
Comes like a domino effect.
Yeah.
This is a really good school right here. Okay, cool. We can charge more because it's a really good school right down the street. Like,
exactly. So the house goes up a couple thousand more, and that money goes to the school. Yeah. And that's a cycle. It's really interesting. And then it kind of has a domino effect that'll feed into the neighborhood, and then the neighborhood feeds into the school, and then vice versa. That's really interesting. Are you thinking you're going to stay around here? You calling this home, or somewhere you want to go to?
Honestly, I think I probably would have reached my my limit of being in the city probably in maybe 3-4 years.
Okay.
I think I've been in the city my whole life, so it's like I love it. Don't get me wrong; it's very comfortable for me. But at a certain point, I would like to just live in quiet.
Sure.
Live in a quiet, suburb.
Oh yeah.
Chill out. Have some kids.
Right.
And then just visit the city, show the kids where I grew up and stuff like that.
I get you. Yeah, there's definitely. I was talking to somebody. I was driving to the airport, and we had that conversation because he lives out in Washington in the forest. I mean, he's like my nearest person is 15-20 minutes away. He's in the middle of nowhere, and I'm just like, that would freak me out so bad to be that far away. But some people are like, no, I like the quiet, I want the calm, I want the greenery. But like me, I'm a city boy. Like I need a million people around me at all times. I just need stuff going on,
Yeah. I feel you. Like, I mean, the Illinois suburbs, they're still very like commuter based. Like they have a lot of people, It's just like you said, like people are kind of spread out,
Yeah.
It's like in the city, you don't really have neighbors. You just have a bunch of people that live by you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a great point.
But in the suburbs, you could have neighbors.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, Miss Johnson is 2 houses down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. And you actually know her, you have a relationship. You water her flowers or something for her. Yeah. That's a great point. You're right. I have a lot of neighbors, but I definitely don't have a neighborhood where I'm at now. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not far from you. I'm in Edgewater right here. We're by the Granville stop, so not far.
Sure.
But yeah, and it's the same thing. I mean, I see thousands of people, but I don't know any of them. I don't talk to them. So yeah, that's a really great point. Yeah. What suburb are you thinking?
I'm not really sure. I mean, like I've lived in Evanston for a little bit. That's not really a suburb I would necessarily move to. Evanston kind of freaks me out a little bit. I don't know. It's just once it hits 7 o'clock at night, it's super dark out there. Like, there's no street lights.
Okay.
Everything closes mad early.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
And everybody's just sketchy. Like everybody has this look about them. Like,
interesting.
Yeah, because like Evanston is where a lot of the city people have moved.
Sure.
And they think that that's the suburbs. So it's become like a Chicago Junior.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
what ends up happening is because it's a Chicago Junior, a lot of people look at each other like, "Oh, you must be from the city too." You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking suburb. I'm thinking, I don't know, like Schaumburg,
Sure. Okay.
something like Naperville. I don't know, like
Sure.
somewhere where it's like those
Yeah.
are the people that want to be from the city.
Right.
You know?
Or yeah, a little more of a hike. Yeah, to get a little more of a hike out. Have a little bit. I get you. Yeah, it changes the vibe. That's interesting. So I know Evanston's a really collegey town too.
Mhm.
That's what I wonder about is how much does that affect it. I had no idea. I've never noticed how it's dark, but you're right. Because I lived down the burbs, like out by Oak Lawn for a little while, and after like 7, once the sun goes down, there's just not a lot of street lights out there. But I'm Mexican, and I was like, there's no people of color out here in the burbs. Like it's just a lot of whiteness. So it just depends, but maybe that's just where it is here. Let's see here. You're at the wells here.
Yep. I asked them to send me a card like 2 weeks ago. They still haven't sent it.
What? Usually it's like it takes a day. They're not supposed to take that long. Yeah.
For sure.
All right, man. Have a good one. It was great chatting.
Thank you. Likewise. You have a great one too, man.